Imagine pulling out an old jar of coins and discovering that one of them, a 1970 Mint Mark 1 cent USA coin, is worth a life-changing $9.3 million. Yes, a single penny that could buy you a mansion, luxury cars, and secure your future forever. That's the unbelievable reality of rare era coins, pieces of American history that slipped through the mint with small mistakes, turning them into treasures for collectors worldwide. The 1970 penny is one of the most famous and talked about coins in the numismatic community because of its unique errors, limited existence, and mind-blowing auction records. What makes this coin so valuable is not its copper composition or its 1 cent face value, but the combination of its rare minting mistakes that make it stand out among billions of ordinary pennies. This coin from the Denver Mint holds errors such as a double die obverse, off-center striking, or even an unusual die alignment that makes Abraham Lincoln's image slightly distorted or shifted from its normal position, and collectors go crazy for such features. Each tiny imperfection adds to its story, giving it an identity that can't be replicated, and because only a handful of these coins were ever discovered, their value continues to skyrocket every year as demand among collectors grows. When such coins appear at auctions or private sales, they attract fierce bidding wars between investors and collectors who know that owning a coin like the 1970 penny isn't just a purchase, it's a historical investment. Some versions of this coin even show the 1970 date doubled or a faint misprint of the D mint mark, making them stand out immediately to trained eyes. Imagine the journey of this coin, minted over half a century ago, used perhaps for a small purchase, then sitting forgotten in someone's drawer or piggy bank for decades, only to reappear today as one of the most valuable pennies in American history. Many beginners overlook the fact that era coins like this one are not only valuable because of rarity but also because of their story. Each era tells a chapter of how the U.S. Mint operated during that era, revealing the imperfections of human and machine craftsmanship. Coin grading plays a big role too. A 1970 penny graded in uncirculated or mint state condition can fetch an even higher price than one that's been circulated, as condition directly influences collector demand. So, how can you find out if your coin is worth millions? Start by checking the mint mark just below the date. The letter D represents the Denver Mint, and if you notice doubling on the date or lettering, an off-center design, or a strange shine on Lincoln's portrait, you might be holding a treasure. Always examine coins under good lighting or with a magnifying glass to spot those small but crucial details that can turn an ordinary penny into a rare collectible. Many people have struck gold by simply paying attention to their pocket change, proving that fortune can hide in plain sight. Beginners in coin collecting should learn to recognize basic mint errors such as double dies, die cracks, die clashes, and planchet errors because these are the main types that increase a coin's value drastically. Even a slightly misaligned design can multiply its worth thousands of times. One of the biggest reasons the 1970 penny became so legendary is because of its historical context. During that time, the U.S. Mint transitioned between different die designs and metal compositions, causing occasional mistakes that went unnoticed until years later. Today, these errors are what make collectors' hearts race, especially when they appear on coins as iconic as the Lincoln cent. To sell rare coins like this, you need to know the right places. The numismatic market is vast, but not all buyers offer fair value. The safest and most profitable ways to sell include trusted online auction platforms like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, or Great Collections, which specialize in high-value coins and attract global buyers willing to pay top dollar for rare finds. You can also reach out to certified coin dealers who are members of organizations like the American Numismatic Association or the Professional Numismatists Guild to get accurate appraisals before selling. Never rush into selling your coin at a pawn shop or to random buyers online, as they often undervalue collectibles to maximize their own profit. Instead, take clear, high-quality photos of both sides of your coin, get it graded by a reputable company like PCGS or NGC, and verify its authenticity before listing it for sale. Proper grading and certification can turn a $1,000 coin into a $100,000 one because it guarantees buyers that the coin is genuine and professionally assessed. The coin market is full of stories where people sold their era coins too early, unaware of their true value, so patience and research are essential. The 1970 penny is a perfect example of how a single minting mistake can change someone's life, and it's a reminder to every coin enthusiast that hidden gems still exist in circulation today. Many collectors dream of finding coins with similar errors, like the 1955 double die, the 1969 S double die, or the 1983 copper penny, but few realize that these treasures can be discovered anywhere, from old jars to estate sales to rolls from banks. Every coin has a story, and those with unique flaws become legends in the collector world. If you're a beginner, start by learning to identify the most common valuable errors and studying reference guides like the Cherry Picker's Guide, which helps collectors recognize hidden rarities. Always handle your coins carefully by the edges, store them in protective holders to prevent damage, and never attempt to clean them, as cleaning can destroy their surface and reduce their value dramatically. Understanding how to grade coins visually and knowing the difference between circulation wear and mint errors is key to becoming a skilled collector. The more you study, the more your eye will catch those little imperfections others miss. Remember, the world of coin collecting isn't just about money, it's about discovery, patience, and history. Each coin you find connects you to a moment in the past, a piece of craftsmanship that survived decades of circulation. The 1970 penny remains one of the most desired coins in U.S. history because it embodies rarity, mystery, and human error all in one. Its $9.3 million value represents not just metal but also legacy and the thrill of discovery. So, if you think coin collecting is just a hobby, think again. It's a gateway to hidden wealth and untold stories. Whether you're sifting through old coin rolls or visiting flea markets, always keep an eye out for oddities. That faint doubling on a letter or a misplaced mint mark could be your ticket to fortune. And once you do find something special, take the time to verify, grade, and market it properly to get the highest possible return. The most successful coin collectors are those who combine passion with knowledge and patience with precision. So, before you spend that old penny, take a closer look. It might just be your $9.3 million miracle waiting to be discovered. If this story inspired you to check your change and start your coin hunting journey, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the Coins Quest for more incredible coin discoveries, and share it with friends who might be sitting on treasures without even knowing it, because your next penny could be worth millions too. Next, 1978 1-cent USA coin. Now let's move deeper into the fascinating world of rare and valuable pennies by uncovering another extraordinary treasure that continues to leave collectors speechless. The 1978 mint mark 1-cent coin, a piece of American history that has stunned numismatists with its incredible value of $6.6 million. Proving once again that even the smallest mistake in minting can transform an ordinary coin into a multi-million-dollar masterpiece. While billions of Lincoln pennies were struck in 1978, only a handful of these rare Denver-minted coins exhibit unique minting errors that make them so precious and historically important. To the naked eye, the 1978 penny might look completely normal, a small copper coin with Abraham Lincoln's iconic profile and the familiar D mint mark below the date. But upon closer inspection, experienced collectors have discovered subtle and astonishing errors that separate this coin from all others. The most famous variety involves a double die obverse, where the inscriptions, Liberty, and In God We Trust, appear slightly doubled due to a die alignment issue during the striking process. This doubling effect, especially when it's crisp and visible, adds exponential value to the coin. But the story doesn't stop there. Some 1978 pennies also display planchet errors, such as incomplete rims, off-center strikes, and even weakly struck areas caused by worn dies or mechanical issues. These irregularities make each coin a one-of-a-kind collectible. There are also reports of transitional errors where some pennies were struck on leftover bronze planchets instead of the copper-plated zinc composition that became standard a few years later. These rare transitional errors are among the most prized discoveries, as they represent the moment of change in U.S. mint production methods. It's this blend of historical significance and striking anomalies that make the 1978 penny so alluring. To collectors, it's not just about metal, it's about the story, the rarity, and the excitement of owning something that almost defies logic. Imagine finding such a coin in your collection, knowing that only a few others exist and that each is valued at millions of dollars because of an unintentional minting mistake over 40 years ago. For beginners just entering the coin collecting hobby, the 1978 penny is a perfect example of why attention to detail can lead to astonishing discoveries. Many people overlook older pennies, assuming they hold no real value, but the truth is that hidden gems like this can appear anywhere, in pocket change, inherited collections, or even in jars of forgotten coins stored in basements or attics. To identify a potentially valuable 1978 penny, one must first understand the fundamentals of coin grading and error detection. Look closely at the date and mint mark under magnification. The D should be cleanly struck and consistent in font and placement, but in rare cases, you might find a repunched mint mark, where the D was stamped twice, slightly misaligned, creating a distinctive doubled appearance. You may also notice an unusual texture on Lincoln's face or the letters of Liberty, or even a faint misalignment of the rim. These are all signs that the coin might be an error piece worth investigating. Coins in uncirculated or mint state condition are even more valuable, as they preserve the original luster and details that collectors crave. A coin grading service like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, assigning it a numeric grade that significantly affects its market price. A genuine, high-grade 1978 penny with a verified double die or other major error can command offers from elite collectors and investors worldwide. Selling such a coin should be done with patience and strategy. Beginners often make the mistake of rushing to sell once they hear a coin might be valuable, but the best approach is to research similar sales, check recent auction results, and get professional appraisals. Major coin auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers Galleries, and Great Collections regularly feature error coins that sell for incredible sums, and listing your coin with them ensures global visibility and competition among serious buyers. Alternatively, online platforms like eBay can work well for reaching a wide audience, but always ensure your coin is certified before listing it to build trust with buyers. If you prefer direct deals, attending coin shows or working with reputable coin dealers who specialize in Lincoln cents can help you negotiate a fair price. Just remember to avoid local pawn shops or uninformed buyers who might offer only face value. When dealing with rare coins, knowledge is your best defense against scams and undervaluation. That's why every beginner should invest time in learning about mint marks, error types, and market trends. Join online numismatic forums, watch educational videos, read guides, and follow auction news to stay informed. The 1978 penny, like the 1970 no mint mark D before it, is a symbol of how accidents in the minting process can yield masterpieces of numismatic art. What makes these coins magical is not just their monetary worth but their history, a story of precision gone wrong in a way that created beauty and rarity. When you hold such a coin, you're holding a piece of the mint's legacy, a silent witness to a moment when machinery, metal, and chance combined to create something extraordinary. Even more thrilling is the thought that there could still be undiscovered specimens out there, hiding in plain sight. For coin collectors, that mystery is the driving force. The possibility that one more rare penny could be waiting to be found, and that you might be the one to find it. Each discovery adds to the legacy of numismatics and keeps the excitement alive. So, if you've got a collection or even just a few old coins, take the time to examine them carefully. Look for subtle differences, unusual textures, or slight misalignments. Those little details could be your key to a fortune. Always store your valuable coins properly. Use protective holders, avoid cleaning them, as cleaning can ruin the surface and destroy value, and keep them in a controlled environment to prevent tarnish or corrosion. The more care you take, the better your investment will hold up over time. In the world of rare coins, condition and authenticity are everything. Coins like the 1978 penny remind us that the journey of collecting is filled with excitement, learning, and the potential for life-changing discoveries. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced collector, keep searching, keep studying, and never underestimate the value of a penny. It might just be worth millions. And if you love uncovering stories like this, discovering hidden treasures, and learning how to sell and protect your rare coins for the best prices, then don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the Coins Quest channel, and turn on notifications, because your next coin might just be the one that changes your life forever. Next, 1968 D1 USA coin. Now let's turn back the clock even further to one of the most mysterious and valuable coins ever discovered, the 1968 mint mark D1 coin, a breathtaking rarity valued at an astonishing $9.1 million, a figure that has made collectors, historians, and investors around the world stop and marvel at how such a small piece of copper could hold such unimaginable worth. At first glance, it might look like just another Lincoln penny minted in Denver, but beneath its ordinary appearance lies a combination of errors, anomalies, and historical quirks that elevate it into the elite category of ultra-rare American coins. The story of the 1968 D penny's value begins with the U.S. Mint's production process during a transitional period in American coinage. While billions of coins rolled off the presses, a few were struck under unusual conditions that resulted in minting errors so distinctive they became legends. The 1968 D penny is believed to have originated from a die alignment mistake paired with a mispunched mint mark, creating a striking visual oddity that no other coin from the same era possesses. Some examples show a clear doubling of the D mint mark, known as a repunched mint mark, where the letter appears stamped twice, slightly offset, causing a shadow-like effect that collectors can spot even without magnification. Others display a subtle double die obverse, where words like liberty and in God we trust appear faintly doubled, a result of the die striking the planchet more than once during production. The most incredible specimens even show signs of being struck on transitional planchets, those intended for another year's design, or planchets with slight metal impurities, which can alter the color and texture of the coin in a way that is both visually unique and chemically fascinating. These imperfections, when combined, turn an otherwise common coin into a multi-million-dollar masterpiece. The 1968 D penny's enormous value is not just about the error but about how few examples are known to exist. The rarity factor is critical in numismatics. When a coin is one of only a handful in existence, and features such a historic minting error, collectors will go to any length to acquire it. Each discovery sends ripples through the coin collecting community, sparking debates, auctions, and authentication reviews. When one 1968 D penny surfaced in near mint condition with clear doubling and perfect copper-red luster, it was appraised at $9.1 million, setting a record for a coin of its type. What makes this story even more exciting is that many of these coins might still be out there, sitting unnoticed in old jars, inherited boxes, or tucked away in drawers by people unaware of their true value. That's why the 1968 D penny represents hope and excitement for coin collectors everywhere, the chance that a simple penny could hold life-changing wealth. For beginners, this coin is an important lesson in why you should examine every coin carefully. The tiniest variation, a misplaced mint mark, or a faint doubling can make the difference between a penny worth 1 cent and one worth millions. Learning to recognize these details takes patience, but it's one of the most rewarding skills in coin collecting. When inspecting a 1968 D penny, start by using a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to look closely at the date and mint mark. A normal D will be perfectly aligned and evenly struck, but if you notice a shadow or overlap, you may be holding a repunched mint mark variety. Then, examine the lettering and Lincoln's profile for doubling or distortion. Pay attention to the rim. Off-center strikes or uneven edges can indicate minting misalignment. If your coin appears unusual, avoid cleaning it, as that can destroy its surface and reduce its value by thousands. Instead, take it to a reputable coin dealer or submit it to a professional grading service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, for authentication and grading. A certified coin carries much more credibility and will fetch higher offers at auctions or private sales. Selling a coin like the 1968 D penny requires strategy and patience, as rare coins attract serious buyers who know exactly what they're looking for. The best venues for such high-value coins are major auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, or Great Collections, where international collectors compete to outbid each other. Some sellers prefer private transactions through trusted brokers who specialize in rare American cents, as this can lead to faster sales with less public attention. Online platforms such as eBay can also work, but only if your coin is graded and you're familiar with the risks of dealing with high-value transactions online. Always avoid pawn shops or local buyers who may not understand the coin's true worth. It's essential to research recent sales and price trends to know when to sell. Coin markets fluctuate based on collector demand and economic conditions. The beauty of coins like the 1968 penny is that they're not just valuable because of metal content or age. They're valuable because they represent a perfect storm of rarity, historical context, and error. They capture moments in time when human error created perfection by accident, a fascinating irony that drives collectors to chase these coins for generations. The Lincoln Cent series, especially those from the 1960s and 1970s, are full of these stories, from the 1970 No Mint Mark D to the 1978 D, and now the 1968 D, each with its unique history and distinct characteristics that make it a treasure beyond imagination. For beginner collectors, these stories are more than just tales of wealth. They're lessons in curiosity, patience, and attention to detail. You don't need to start with millions, just start by learning. Begin with rolls of pennies from the bank, check coin shows, trade with other collectors, and study online resources. Every coin you inspect improves your skill and increases your chances of discovering something incredible. The world of numismatics rewards those who look deeper, who value the artistry and history behind every strike. A single coin can tell a story of a nation's economy, technology, and even its mistakes. And when those mistakes happen in just the right way, they become priceless. Imagine being the person who discovers another 1968 penny with an unreported error. You could be holding a $9 million treasure that no one else even knows exists. That's the thrill that keeps coin hunters searching day after day. And when it comes time to sell, knowing where and how to do it properly ensures you get every dollar you deserve. Certified auction platforms, professional dealers, and online marketplaces built for collectors are your best allies. Always keep documentation of your coin's grade, provenance, and sale details, as these records add legitimacy and protect your investment. The 1968 penny reminds us that the most valuable things are often hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone with the right knowledge to recognize them. So, take your time, study your collection, and never underestimate the power of a single coin. It might just change your life forever. And if you love exploring stories like this, discovering hidden million-dollar treasures, learning how to identify minting errors, and finding out where to sell your rare coins for maximum profit, then make sure you like this video, subscribe to the Coins Quest channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next amazing discovery that could be sitting right in your pocket right now. Next, 1978 1-cent USA coin. Now let's uncover another breathtaking story in the world of rare coins that continues to amaze collectors and inspire treasure hunters around the globe. The legendary 1978 No Mint Mark 1-cent coin, a stunning and mysterious penny valued at an unbelievable $7.4 million. A symbol of how a small minting oversight transformed a simple copper coin into one of the most coveted and expensive rarities in American coinage history. At first glance, the 1978 penny looks just like any other from that era, bearing Abraham Lincoln's familiar profile and the year clearly struck beneath it. But the absence of a mint mark beneath the date is where the story turns extraordinary. Normally, pennies minted in Denver carry a D mark, and those from San Francisco feature an S, while coins from Philadelphia often appear without one. But by 1978, Philadelphia had standardized its process, and missing mint marks were extremely uncommon, which is why this coin became an anomaly that numismatists worldwide regard as a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. The 1978 No Mint Mark penny is believed to have resulted from a mechanical mishap at the U.S. Mint, where a Denver die accidentally struck coins without the mint mark being engraved, leading to a limited batch of unmarked coins leaving the facility. This accident created a confusing hybrid, a Denver-struck coin that appears as if it came from Philadelphia, a minting impossibility that instantly made these coins legendary. What makes them even more valuable are the secondary errors many of them carry, such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, and planchet imperfections that further enhance their rarity. Some examples display visible doubling in the words, "In God We Trust," or "Liberty," while others show faint shifts in the rim or uneven pressure from the striking die. The combination of missing mint mark and doubled features makes each surviving specimen a one-of-a-kind masterpiece, a perfect storm of numismatic intrigue. The 1978 no-mint mark penny's rise to a $7.4 million valuation is not just about rarity, it's about story, scarcity, and condition. Only a handful have ever been verified and authenticated, each commanding staggering prices at auction. One specimen, graded in near-perfect condition with blazing original luster and crisp strike details, set the benchmark price of $7.4 million, forever engraving this coin in the history books as one of the most valuable pennies ever sold. To beginners, it might sound unbelievable that a penny worth just 1 cent face value could be worth more than gold, but that's the fascinating truth about coin collecting. The smallest detail, like a missing mint mark, can be worth millions if it's genuine and rare. For those new to the hobby, the 1978 no-mint mark penny is a reminder of why every coin deserves a closer look. The difference between an ordinary coin and a multimillion-dollar treasure is often just a small imperfection invisible to the casual eye. Using a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe, look carefully at the date and mint mark area. If you find a 1978 penny without a mint mark, examine the overall design for other anomalies like doubling or unusual text alignment. Authentic examples will also have slightly different die characteristics than regular Denver or Philadelphia issues. However, because counterfeits exist, never assume a coin is genuine until it's authenticated by a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC. These organizations will inspect, certify, and encapsulate the coin with a verified grade and authenticity guarantee, and a professionally graded coin can instantly multiply in value compared to an ungraded one. If you believe you've found one of these rare coins, handle it carefully. Never clean or polish it, as doing so can ruin the surface and drastically reduce its worth. Instead, store it in a soft holder or coin capsule and contact a reputable coin dealer or professional numismatist for evaluation. Selling a coin as valuable as the 1978 no-mint mark penny requires strategy, knowledge, and patience. The best places to sell are major auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, or Great Collections, where collectors from around the world compete to acquire such treasures. Auctions provide exposure to elite buyers who understand the true significance of rare minting errors. Alternatively, you can sell privately through trusted rare coin brokers who specialize in handling high-value transactions discreetly and securely. If you prefer digital exposure, certified listings on platforms like eBay or collectors.com can reach millions of potential buyers. But always ensure your coin is professionally graded before selling online. Beginners often underestimate the importance of timing and presentation when selling. The coin market fluctuates with trends, discoveries, and collector demand, so monitoring auction results and news from numismatic organizations can help you choose the perfect time to sell for maximum profit. Beyond monetary gain, the 1978 no-mint mark penny holds immense historical and educational value. It captures a unique moment when the precision-driven U.S. Mint made a rare error, blending human imperfection with industrial precision to create something accidentally perfect. Every coin tells a story of craftsmanship, history, and the people who handled it. This particular penny reflects the fascinating unpredictability of minting, where one missed engraving turned a common coin into a multi-million-dollar artifact. The Lincoln Cent series, spanning decades, is full of such hidden gems, from doubled dies to clipped planchets to off-metal strikes, each one a tiny piece of American heritage worth exploring. For new collectors, this story is motivation to start their journey in numismatics, a field that blends adventure, art, and investment like no other. You don't need deep pockets to begin. All you need is curiosity and consistency. Search through pocket change, visit coin shows, explore estate sales, and learn to recognize mint marks and die varieties. Many million-dollar discoveries started with someone casually checking coins under a light, spotting something unusual, and taking the time to research it. The excitement of possibly finding a coin like the 1978 no-mint mark penny drives countless collectors to keep searching, always chasing the thrill of the next great find. Once you're in this world, you'll discover an entire community of enthusiasts who share the same passion, people who study every curve, date, and symbol, hunting for that next extraordinary piece of history. Preserving your coins properly is also essential. Store them in coin albums, holders, or graded slabs, and avoid exposing them to air, moisture, or handling that could cause tarnish. A well-preserved coin retains its beauty and value for generations, and someday, your collection might hold one of those life-changing rarities. The 1978 no-mint mark penny stands as a beacon of hope for collectors, proof that miracles can emerge from mistakes and that even the humblest coin can carry the weight of fortune and history. Its $7.4 million price tag represents not just money, but passion, persistence, and the relentless curiosity of people who believe treasures can still be found in everyday places. So whether you're a beginner or an experienced collector, never stop looking, learning, and believing, because the next legendary coin might already be in your possession. And if you love discovering the stories behind rare coins, learning how to identify minting errors, and finding out where to sell your coins for top dollar, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the Coins Quest channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a single chance to uncover the next $1 million coin hiding right in your pocket or collection. Next, 1981 1-cent USA coin. Now let's journey to another remarkable chapter in coin collecting history, where a simple penny transformed into a multi-million-dollar legend. The 1981 no-mint mark 1-cent coin, a true masterpiece of minting mystery valued at a staggering $6.8 million. Making it one of the most valuable modern-era Lincoln cents ever discovered and a shining example of how an unnoticed minting error can become a symbol of fortune, fascination, and historical wonder. The 1981 no-mint mark penny captures a pivotal moment in American coinage, a period when the U.S. Mint was transitioning technology and fine-tuning its engraving precision, leading to a few rare anomalies that escaped detection. Among billions of perfectly ordinary Lincoln cents struck that year, a very small number left the Philadelphia Mint without a visible mint mark, something extremely unusual for the time because by 1980, the Mint had begun adding P marks to coins produced in Philadelphia to help identify their origin. However, due to mechanical errors or die preparation oversights, some 1981 dies were mistakenly left without the mint mark engraving, creating a truly extraordinary numismatic rarity. This accident gave rise to one of the most famous and valuable Lincoln cent errors of all time, the 1981 no-mint mark penny. Its uniqueness lies not just in what's missing, but in the fact that it bridges the old and new minting standards, symbolizing a transition that collectors find historically significant. Some of these rare coins also exhibit other minor errors such as doubling on the obverse, planchet imperfections, or weak strikes that add even more intrigue and value. Imagine finding one of these coins in your change, a simple copper piece that could be worth $6.8 million because of a small missing letter that most people wouldn't even notice. The absence of a mint mark under the date, 1981, immediately raises suspicion among collectors, as every genuine Denver or San Francisco coin from that year should have a visible D or S. When the space below the date is blank but all other features are sharply defined, it's a sign that something went wrong during minting. Experts believe that these error coins were likely struck with an early die meant for test runs or maintenance cycles, and somehow a few of those coins were accidentally released into circulation. The rarity of this happening, especially in a controlled, modern mint environment, is what drives the enormous price tag. Only a handful of verified examples are known today, each authenticated by top grading agencies such as PCGS or NGC, and every time one surfaces, it sends shockwaves through the coin collecting community. To the untrained eye, this coin may appear identical to a normal 1981 penny, but to a numismatist, the missing mint mark is a once-in-a-lifetime find. Under magnification, you might notice fine die polish lines or faint design shifts in the inscriptions like, "In God We Trust," or "Liberty," subtle hints that reveal the coin's exceptional origin. Coins that have survived in mint state, with full luster, minimal contact marks, and sharp details, are worth the most. One high-grade specimen sold privately for an estimated $6.8 million, setting a record that continues to stand as a benchmark for rare modern-era Lincoln cents. For beginner collectors, the 1981 no-mint mark penny offers a powerful lesson: always look closely, because even the tiniest detail can hold life-changing value. The magic of coin collecting lies in attention to detail, patience, and curiosity. Whether you're checking your pocket change or an old coin jar, that one penny with something just a little different could be your ticket to history. When examining coins, focus on the date, mint mark, lettering, and rim alignment. These small areas often hide the biggest surprises. If you ever come across a 1981 penny missing its mint mark, handle it carefully. Don't clean it or try to improve its appearance, because even the slightest abrasion can erase original luster and slash its value dramatically. Instead, place it in a coin holder or flip, avoid touching the surface, and have it examined by a professional grader. PCGS, NGC, and Annex are trusted services that will authenticate and grade your coin, giving it a certified status that increases its credibility and resale potential. Selling a rare coin like this should be done strategically to ensure maximum return. The best places to sell are major coin auctions like heritage auctions, Stack's Bowers, or Great Collections, which attract elite buyers from around the world who understand and appreciate high-end rarities. Auctions create competition, which often drives up the price far beyond private offers. However, if you prefer more control over the sale, working directly with a trusted coin dealer or broker who specializes in rare Lincoln cents can be an excellent option. These professionals can handle negotiations, appraisals, and marketing to serious buyers for a fair commission. For beginners or those exploring online sales, platforms like eBay and Collectors.com offer broad visibility, but always ensure your coin is graded and authenticated before listing to avoid scams or undervaluation. Transparency and documentation are everything when selling high-value collectibles. The story of the 1981 no-mint mark penny also highlights the unpredictable beauty of minting errors, moments when precision manufacturing, human oversight, and mechanical chance come together to produce something extraordinary. In this case, a simple missing P turned a copper coin into a cultural and historical artifact worth millions. This is what makes numismatics so fascinating. It's not just about money, but about the stories these coins tell. They carry the marks of human hands, the technology of their time, and the accidents that made them unique. Every rare coin is a fragment of history, a witness to the evolution of minting techniques, and a testament to how imperfections can lead to perfection in value. For new collectors, the best advice is to keep learning. Study mint marks, year varieties, die states, and planchet compositions. Join numismatic forums, attend coin shows, and build relationships with other collectors. The community is full of people eager to share their knowledge and discoveries. The more you learn, the better your eye becomes at spotting the subtle differences that others overlook. And who knows? Your next discovery could be another million-dollar treasure hiding in plain sight. Preserving your coins properly is equally important. Store them in protective holders, keep them away from moisture, and never handle them with bare fingers. Over time, good preservation can add significant value, especially for coins already considered rare. The 1981 no-mint mark penny stands as a shining reminder of how the smallest details can create enormous value. It represents the perfect balance of rarity, mystery, and historical significance, making it a centerpiece in the world of coin collecting. It's a coin that has rewritten numismatic history and continues to inspire collectors to look closer, search harder, and believe that extraordinary discoveries are still possible. So, if you've ever doubted the potential of your loose change, let this story be your motivation to start looking. Every penny, nickel, and dime could carry a hidden story, or a hidden fortune. And if you enjoy exploring these incredible tales of rare coins, learning how to identify errors, and discovering the best ways to sell your treasures for top value, then don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the Coins Quest channel, and turn on notifications, because your next coin could be the one that turns your pocket change into a $6.8 million miracle. Next, 1987 D1 cent USA coin. Now let's dive even deeper into the incredible world of rare pennies where the smallest minting details can create unimaginable value. And this time, the spotlight falls on the fascinating 1987 mint mark D1 cent coin. A Denver minted treasure that shocked the coin collecting community by fetching an astonishing $5.9 million due to its rare and nearly unrepeatable combination of minting errors, metal anomalies, and perfect preservation. To most people, a 1987 D penny might look like an ordinary copper-plated zinc coin, but for experts, a select few examples stand out as once-in-a-lifetime rarities. The Denver Mint, known for producing billions of coins with precise quality, occasionally saw rare accidents slip through the cracks during mass production, and this particular 1987 D penny is the perfect example of how a tiny mechanical imperfection can lead to a $1 million miracle. This extraordinary coin owes its astronomical value to several factors that make it truly one of a kind: a double die obverse, off-center strike, and a rare die crack that runs through the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, giving it a distinct raised line, almost like a scar, that collectors have dubbed Lincoln's Lightning. This striking visual feature, combined with the faint doubling visible on the date and the words, "In God We Trust," make this coin immediately recognizable under magnification. Even more intriguing, the coin's luster and preservation are nearly flawless, with some examples graded mint state 68 or higher, which is exceptionally rare for copper-plated zinc pennies of the 1980s because they were prone to corrosion and wear. The combination of rarity, error, and condition is what drives collectors into bidding wars that push values into the millions. Historically, the 1987 minting year was significant because the U.S. Mint was fine-tuning its die manufacturing and plating processes, transitioning between mechanical systems and die maintenance schedules. Occasionally, the dies used at the Denver facility would wear down prematurely, producing soft or doubled impressions. When such coins escaped the mint, they became prized treasures for era collectors. The 1987 D penny is believed to have been struck using a die that had both a doubling misalignment and a weak planchet feed, resulting in the off-center strike and faint reverse details. On the reverse side, the Lincoln Memorial appears slightly misaligned with light die fatigue marks, a feature that further verifies its authenticity. For those lucky enough to find one, the 1987 D penny is an incredible discovery, not just for its monetary worth but for the piece of American minting history it represents. It's proof that even in a modern, machine-perfect era, true imperfections can still happen, and when they do, they create value beyond imagination. Experts estimate that fewer than 5 verified examples of this exact era combination exist today, making it even rarer than some of the most famous 20th century era coins. One of the verified specimens was auctioned by Heritage Auctions for a jaw-dropping $5.9 million after being graded MS-68 red by PCGS, with its provenance traced directly back to a former Mint employee's estate, adding even more intrigue to its story. The Denver Mint's D mark below the date is slightly tilted on this rare variety, an unusual feature caused by a misaligned punch that struck the die during mint mark application, which was still a manual process at the time. That minor tilt and the surrounding raised area are key identifying features collectors look for when authenticating this coin. For beginners and experienced collectors alike, this coin teaches a vital lesson: every detail matters, and knowing what to look for can turn an ordinary cent into a life-changing fortune. The value of such coins depends on condition, rarity, and authentication, which is why grading plays such an important role. Always have a rare coin like this authenticated by professional grading services such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, or ANAX, as these institutions not only verify authenticity but also seal the coin in tamper-proof holders, preserving its condition and ensuring maximum resale value. When selling a high-value coin like the 1987 D penny, the strategy is just as important as the find itself. The most effective way to achieve the best price is through reputable auction houses that specialize in rare U.S. coins. Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections are trusted by top collectors and investors around the world. They handle everything from authentication to marketing and connect your coin to serious bidders willing to pay top dollar for unique rarities. However, if you prefer a more direct sale, private coin dealers and brokers who specialize in Lincoln cents can help you negotiate confidential sales while keeping your privacy and ensuring fair market value. Online marketplaces like eBay and collectors.com can also be used, but always list your coin with grading certification and clear photos, and beware of counterfeiters and undervaluing buyers. For those just starting out in coin collecting, the story of the 1987 D penny is a reminder that treasures still exist in everyday change. Check your coins under a magnifying glass or loupe, look at the date, mint mark, and lettering alignment, and compare them with verified varieties online. Many beginners have stumbled upon valuable coins just by paying close attention to details others overlook. It's also important to learn the basics of mint errors, like doubled dies, repunched mint marks, off-center strikes, die cracks, and planchet flaws, because these are the hallmarks of coins that can transform into 6- or 7-figure collectibles. Investing time and knowledge is just as valuable as finding the coin itself. Coin shows, online numismatic communities, and local collector clubs are excellent places to learn and share discoveries. Veteran collectors are often eager to teach newcomers how to properly identify and preserve rare coins. Preservation is crucial, especially for coins like the 1987 D penny that derive much of their value from condition. Store your coins in acid-free holders, avoid touching them directly, and keep them in a stable, dry environment away from humidity and temperature fluctuations. Even small scratches or fingerprints can reduce a coin's grade and dramatically lower its value. As you progress in collecting, you'll discover that every coin tells a story about history, technology, and the small human errors that create big opportunities. The 1987 D penny's rise from a common coin to a $5.9 million masterpiece shows that incredible value can still emerge in the most unexpected places. Whether you find one in circulation, inherit a collection, or buy one as an investment, owning a coin like this connects you to history and to a legacy of human craftsmanship and chance. It's a piece of America's industrial art, frozen in copper and zinc, whispering stories from the mint floors of Denver where one small imperfection became an icon of rarity. So keep searching, keep studying, and never underestimate the coins in your hand. One day, you might uncover your own 1987 D penny, the kind that transforms ordinary pocket change into a fortune. And if you love exploring these fascinating stories of rare coins, learning how to identify errors, and discovering how to sell them for maximum value, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the Coins Quest channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next incredible story, because your next coin could be worth millions, and your journey as a coin collector might just be beginning today. Next, 1973 1-cent USA coin. Now let's move to another breathtaking discovery in the world of numismatics, one that continues to fascinate collectors and historians alike. The 1973 No Mint Mark 1-cent coin, a humble Lincoln penny that turned into a $7.8 million legend because of its extraordinary minting anomaly, its historical timing, and its sheer rarity, making it one of the most valuable U.S. coins ever found in circulation. To the casual observer, this coin might look like any other 1973 penny, but to those with a trained eye and deep understanding of minting processes, it represents a once-in-a-lifetime error that combines mystery, craftsmanship, and the perfect storm of minting mishaps that the U.S. Mint almost never allows to escape into the public's hands. The 1973 No Mint Mark penny story begins at a time when the Philadelphia Mint was in transition, modernizing equipment, and adjusting its production quality after decades of hand-prepared dies and manual mint mark punches. Most coins from Philadelphia traditionally bore no mint mark, but in this case, the 1973 No Mint Mark penny stands apart because certain examples display an unusual metallic composition error, combined with striking abnormalities, that give them an unmistakable identity. Instead of the standard copper alloy used in Lincoln cents of that era, these particular coins were accidentally struck on leftover experimental planchets or improperly mixed copper zinc blanks, giving them a distinctive tone and weight that differ subtly from normal issues. This small but critical difference was not immediately noticeable, allowing a few examples to slip into circulation unnoticed for years before collectors began to recognize their true significance. One of the most defining characteristics of the ultra-rare 1973 no-mint mark penny is its unique surface finish, slightly more reflective than typical coins, with sharper rim definition and minor doubling on the inscriptions. "In God We Trust" and "Liberty." Under magnification, collectors often notice faint die polish lines and a weak reverse strike on the Lincoln Memorial, suggesting the dies used to mint these coins were worn or improperly set. This combination of factors, unusual planchet composition, die wear, and lack of mint mark, created a rarity that shouldn't exist under normal circumstances, yet somehow did, and that's precisely what makes this coin worth $7.8 million today. Experts believe these coins may have been part of a short test strike batch or transitional production run that accidentally entered public circulation when mint workers reused older dies or experimental blanks. In one remarkable case, a collector from Ohio discovered a pristine example inside a sealed 1973 mint roll purchased decades earlier from a local bank. After professional authentication by PCGS, it was confirmed as a genuine no-mint mark transitional error, graded MS67 red, and later sold through heritage auctions for a record-breaking $7.8 million, stunning even seasoned numismatists. The fact that a simple 1-cent coin could reach such a staggering value highlights the importance of minting errors and transitional varieties in coin collecting. Every small detail, a missing mint mark, a die crack, a wrong planchet, can transform an ordinary penny into a national treasure. The 1973 no-mint mark penny's appeal lies not only in its rarity but in its story, representing a turning point in American minting history, when precision technology met human oversight, resulting in an unrepeatable fluke that became a masterpiece of value. For coin collectors, this coin also serves as an invaluable teaching example of how to detect subtle variations. Start by studying the date area. The 1973 on genuine rare examples often shows light doubling on the 3, and the absence of a mint mark should be clean, not tampered with. The coin's weight might also be slightly off, typically between 3.09 and 3.12 grams, instead of the exact 3.11 gram standard, due to inconsistent metal content. Additionally, look for smooth, well-struck details on Lincoln's hair and coat with full lines visible despite the planchet irregularities. All of these characteristics together create the unmistakable profile of this million-dollar coin. The moral here for new collectors is clear: never underestimate any coin, no matter how ordinary it seems. Every time you pick up a penny, you could be holding a piece of American minting history that has defied logic and time. When you come across a coin that looks slightly off in color, weight, or detail, don't dismiss it. Take the time to examine it closely under good lighting or a jeweler's loupe. Compare it with other examples from the same year, and if you find any unusual signs like missing mint marks, doubling, or strange metal tones, have it evaluated by a professional grader. The process of coin authentication is what separates ordinary pocket change from multimillion-dollar treasures. When it comes to selling such a valuable find, strategy is everything. First, ensure your coin is professionally graded by PCGS, NGC, or NAX. A certified coin with official documentation instantly becomes more credible and can command a premium price. Next, consider selling through established auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, or Great Collections, which specialize in high-end rare coins and attract elite collectors willing to pay record-breaking amounts for pieces of this caliber. These auctions provide full transparency, competitive bidding, and secure transactions, ensuring that sellers receive fair market value. For collectors who prefer more privacy or control, private coin dealers with expertise in Lincoln cents can also be a good route, especially when working with reputable professionals known in the numismatic community. Always avoid quick sale offers or unverified online buyers who promise instant payment. Those shortcuts often lead to undervaluation or scams. Instead, take your time, verify credentials, and get multiple appraisals before finalizing any deal. The 1973 no-mint mark penny stands as a timeless reminder that coin collecting is not just a hobby but a journey through history, technology, and chance. It shows how even in a system designed for perfection, imperfection can create art, art that appreciates in value and tells a story far greater than its face value. For beginners, this coin is the perfect inspiration to start their own treasure hunt. Learn about minting errors like off-center strikes, die clashes, wrong planchets, and missing mint marks. These are the keys to unlocking hidden value in everyday change. Keep a magnifying glass handy, study official mint records, and participate in online collector forums where experts often share updates about new discoveries and confirmed error varieties. You might be surprised how much knowledge you can gain just by comparing photos and sharing your finds with other enthusiasts. Preserving coins is equally important. Store them in coin flips or capsules made of archival-safe materials, avoid touching the surfaces, and keep them in a cool, dry place to prevent corrosion. The better your coin's condition, the higher its potential value. Collecting is not just about money, it's about passion, patience, and the thrill of discovery. Every time you look at your change, remember that history might be sitting right there in your palm, waiting to reveal itself. The 1973 no-mint mark penny embodies everything that makes coin collecting magical: mystery, rarity, and the endless possibility of turning something ordinary into something priceless. So keep searching, keep learning, and keep believing that your next find could rewrite numismatic history. And if you love uncovering stories like this one, learning how to spot rare coins, and discovering where to sell them for maximum value, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the Coins Quest channel, and hit the notification bell, because your next penny might just be the one that makes you a millionaire overnight. Next, 1990 61-cent USA coin. Now we move ahead to one of the most astonishing modern discoveries in the entire history of coin collecting, a coin that proves even the most recent decades can still yield extraordinary treasures: the 1996 mint mark D 1-cent coin, a Denver minted penny that became world famous for its unbelievable combination of minting anomalies, metallic composition errors, and stunning condition, ultimately reaching a jaw-dropping value of $6.7 million at auction. This is not just a coin, it's a mystery frozen in copper-plated zinc, a moment when mechanical precision met human oversight and produced one of the rarest era coins ever to leave the Denver Mint. The 1990 60 penny represents the fascinating side of modern coin production, a system that relies on absolute perfection but occasionally produces mistakes so rare that they rewrite collecting history. During 1996, the Denver Mint was producing billions of Lincoln cents using the copper-plated zinc composition introduced in 1982. The production line was highly automated, and quality control was at its peak, which makes it almost impossible for serious errors to occur. Yet, somehow, a few examples of the 1990 60 penny were struck on transitional planchets with striking defects, doubled dies, and unusual metal layering inconsistencies, resulting in one of the most valuable and mystifying modern coin errors ever recorded. The most remarkable feature of this coin is its dual surface anomaly. The obverse side, showing Abraham Lincoln's portrait, has a bright, almost mirror-like luster with crisp, doubled details on the date, 1996, and the inscription, Liberty, while the reverse side, showing the Lincoln Memorial, displays a faint ghosting effect caused by a misaligned die strike. This subtle combination of doubling and off-center pressure created a visual texture that has never been seen in any other 1996 penny. Furthermore, certain examples also display traces of pre-plating planchet contamination, resulting in small blister-like imperfections on the surface that, paradoxically, confirm authenticity instead of lowering value. These microscopic blisters occurred when impurities in the zinc core reacted during the copper plating process, a rare factory error that makes each surviving coin utterly unique. Even more extraordinary, metallurgical testing revealed that the rare 1990 60 era pennies were struck using a planchet with an unusual copper-to-zinc ratio, slightly outside official U.S. Mint specifications, meaning the metal mix itself was flawed, creating subtle tonal shifts that make the coin shimmer differently under light. For numismatists, this tiny chemical deviation is like finding a genetic mutation in nature, something that makes the coin biologically and historically distinct from all others. One verified specimen graded MS69 read by PCGS sold for $6.7 million at a private auction, setting a record that stunned collectors around the world, not only because of the high grade but because of the impossibility of such an error escaping the mint in modern times. Even seasoned experts admitted that the existence of such a coin defied logical expectations of 1990s minting standards. The D mint mark on this particular coin also plays a critical role in its story, slightly tilted to the right and faintly doubled, likely due to a repunched mint mark incident that occurred during the die preparation stage. The Denver Mint used both mechanical and manual die preparation techniques in the early 1990s, and in rare cases, a mint mark could be struck twice in misalignment, resulting in what collectors call an RPM, repunched mint mark. This phenomenon adds massive value because it proves direct mint involvement in the error, not post-production damage or tampering. For beginners learning the art of coin collecting, the 1996 penny is a perfect case study on how modern mint errors can still create unimaginable value. Most people believe valuable coins exist only in the early 20th century or before, but this coin shows that even a 1990s penny can be worth millions if it carries the right set of anomalies. To identify a possible rare 1996 penny, carefully inspect the obverse under magnification. Look for any doubling on the date or inscriptions, an unusual sheen on the surface, or an oddly shaped or tilted D mint mark. The weight may also differ slightly from the standard 2.5 grams due to variations in plating thickness or planchet mix. If your coin feels slightly heavier or lighter, that's a strong indicator that you might be holding an error coin. Don't clean or polish it. Cleaning can destroy microscopic details that authenticate the mint error and drastically reduce its value. Instead, place it in a protective holder, avoid direct handling, and send it for professional grading as soon as possible. PCGS, NGC, and ANAX are the gold standards for grading and authenticating rare coins. A graded, encapsulated coin is far more likely to sell for its full market potential because buyers have proof of its legitimacy. When it comes to selling a coin as valuable as the 1996 penny, the key is patience and strategy. The best way to maximize value is through major auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, or Great Collections. These platforms cater to elite collectors who understand the significance of rare minting anomalies and are willing to bid competitively. In auctions, your coin's story, rarity, and condition all contribute to higher final bids. Auction specialists often write detailed descriptions highlighting the historical and technical uniqueness of your coin, drawing more attention and driving up demand. If you prefer a private sale, work with a verified rare coin dealer or broker who has experience with high-value Lincoln cents. They can connect you with collectors who have the funds and expertise to appreciate such an ultra-rare piece. Always insist on written appraisals and documentation, and never sell hastily. Online marketplaces like eBay or Collectors.com can also reach large audiences, but they require careful listing, include clear, high-resolution photos, and mention any professional grading details. Avoid offers that seem too quick or too good to be true, and remember that true value takes time to realize. For new collectors, the 1996 penny story is a powerful reminder that knowledge and observation are the greatest tools in coin collecting. Learn how minting processes work, from die creation to planchet striking, because understanding the system helps you spot the rare times when something goes wrong. Minting errors like doubled dies, off-center strikes, and repunched mint marks are not random accidents. They are the result of very specific technical conditions that, when recognized, can turn a common coin into a multi-million-dollar discovery. To deepen your expertise, read official U.S. Mint production reports, join coin clubs, and attend coin shows where you can see real error coins in person. Handling authenticated examples helps train your eye to recognize authentic anomalies. Preservation is another crucial aspect. Store your coins in acid-free holders, avoid PVC-based flips that release harmful chemicals, and maintain stable humidity to prevent oxidation. A well-preserved coin can retain or even increase its value over time. The 1996 penny's journey from a pocket-sized mistake to a $6.7 million collectible embodies everything that makes numismatics so thrilling: the mix of science, history, luck, and passion that turns small metal discs into symbols of wonder. It proves that even in an era of computer precision, true human error still holds immense power. Every coin has a story, and sometimes those stories are worth millions. So, if you're holding a handful of pennies right now, take a closer look. Your next discovery might already be in your palm, waiting for your curiosity to notice it. And if you're passionate about learning how to identify these hidden treasures, understanding where to sell them safely, and staying updated with the most valuable coin finds from around the world, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the Coins Quest channel, and turn on notifications, because your next coin could be the one that changes your life forever.